Salutations humans, my name is Jaden, but you can call me Jay. And today, we're going to be going over the best cereals of all time. Okay? Only good cereals are on this tier list. As you can see, we have the multiversal tier, which shouldn't need any explanation. It means that in every single universe in the entire multiverse, this cereal is good. Okay? You got the S plus tier. It's just S with the plus on it. S means it's a pretty dang good cereal. Probably good means, I never tried it, but I thought it was cool. And then we also have wacky, because there's some funny cereals on this tier list. Okay, now guys, I grew up having cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm not even exaggerating. There were some days where I would come home from school and my mom's like, I made this super, super delicious thing. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat X cereal and have a good time and just enjoy life. Okay, there's something about the cold milk. And you know what? Speaking of cold milk, let's set the boundaries. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are assuming that these cereals are... Why is my brain farting on itself? These cereals are being eaten in cold milk, okay? And not only are they being eaten in cold milk, but we're making sure that we put the cereal before the milk. All of these cereals will shine under those conditions, okay?
I'm scared. It's Jaden from the very, very, very far future, and I interrupt this important cereal tier list broadcast with a rant. Because I was talking with my friends the other day as I was editing this lovely video, and I let them know that not only is cereal perfect when it's cold and not soggy, but I prefer to put ice cubes in my cereal. And for some reason, people just don't understand my vision. Now guys, if you want to take your cereal to the next level, put ice cubes in your cereal, okay? It makes it cold, keeps it nice and crunchy, okay? And there's so many reasons why this matters, but you know, my friends decided to bully me, and not only bully me, tell a Twitch streamer about how wacky it is.
Crazy. Ice cubes and cereal with milk?
And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I legitimately got mad about this shit. I don't have enough things to be mad about in my life. And for some reason, nobody would concur. So again, guys, try it. Don't knock it until you try it. And by the way, I think soggy cereal or warm cereal is absolutely gross, okay? Thumbs down, I hate it, I don't want it in my mouth. Let me take this video to the next level. Let's buy a box of cereal, a cereal that I'll never eat again just for this video. So yeah, I guess people didn't react well to my ice cube in cereal theory, which is fine, okay? I got so many questions, I decided at the end of this video, we're gonna eat cereal together, okay? I'm gonna teach you guys exactly how to do it so you never mess up again, because you always mess up.
Anyway, let's get into it. Starting off strong, okay? We got
your Pulse Raisin Bran. Cause, I just wanted to tell you, this cereal's got a lot of delicious raisins.
Now, some of you guys are like, first of all, those are two things that I hate. I hate raisins and I hate bran. Now, let me just try and put you onto this. You might hate raisins. Bran is super awesome, okay? Because I like to poop. Not necessarily the feeling of pooping, but I like pooping regularly. It makes me feel like I'm emptying my body out. And I do, in fact, like the taste of raisins. So it's gonna go in the S tier. Okay, I'm not gonna put it in S plus because it's missing some things. Okay, it's missing that flavor profile. And now these are stuff on. Okay, look.
Ultiminium of cinnamon and your pandemonium of apple.
I don't know what he's saying.
Flavored Cheerios. I've only had them like twice in my life, but I remember it's the best flavor of Cheerios in my opinion. I've had the honey nut, I've had the apple cinnamon, I've had the chocolate, I've had like the banana flavored Cheerios, which by the way I think suck. And then there's the multi-grain and probably all kinds of other Cheerios. But the apple cinnamon flavor, in my opinion, really, like the cinnamon just really sticks with you, and I like the flavor of cinnamon, as you'll see later. Next up, we got Nesquik.
Yo-ho-ho! It's the treasure!
Hundreds of pearls, Captain! Let's load the treasure!
Hoist the mainsail! Sail through the swirl!
Okay, now, here's my problem with chocolatey cereal. It's too chocolatey, right? Like, it's just so chocolatey that it doesn't really taste that nice in the end. And Nesquik is okay, right? I almost want to make another tier to put Nesquik in there, and maybe it can be good sometimes. I've had Nesquik before. I could put it in S or low S because I do like chocolate. And okay, so we're here. We're here now. We're at Cheerios. Okay, we know that Cheerios are just good. Like, you can do so much with them. And I also wanted to rate these cereals based on what you can do with them. So I might have to move around this tier list later on. But let's take a look. I feel like, let's be honest. This is not S plus tier. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And if you're wondering how these tier lists work, I'm putting it like the things at the end are like the lower end of the tier. So right now, Raisin Bran is the top of S. And I think that Cheerios are going to go ahead of there. I think they're a lot better. The honey flavor does hit hard. And also when you're drinking the bowl at the very end, you know how you get like those little milky bits, right? You know, that's what we refer to them as, milky bits. Where you're just drinking the milk and you get the flavor of the cereal really seeped in there. I think that Cheerios do a better job of giving you that taste and that kind of like after snack, if you will, than Raisin Bran or Nesquik. Because Nesquik, when you're drinking like the milk at the bottom, it's like, it just tastes like it's like a watered down chocolate milk. It's not, you know, it's okay. Okay, so Mini Wheats. Okay, first of all, they have a bomb ass commercial. Okay, play the clip, or maybe not play the clip if I'm too lazy to edit. But the commercials are hilarious, full of fiber. It's like sweet and kind of like weedy. It's like this interesting texture, right? So texture is something else that I care about with my cereals. With these first few cereals that I've tried here, the texture is fine. Mini Wheats was very surprising. It was cool to try, and I think I'd put it right ahead of Raisin Bran. It's kind of like this sweet, almost vanilla-ish taste. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. It's coated in sugar, and I'm pretty sure it has some other flavors too. And I would say that the milk after it's okay, but it's a pretty good cereal. Now this here is, I heard stories about Captain Crunch.
Crunch! I have a plan!
What's that?
It's my duplicate zombie hypno ray.
Oh,
Go back to Dr. Sog!
who's mean?
Go back aboard the submarine!
There's nothing like the real Captain Crunch.
Okay, I heard bad stories. Kids hated Captain Crunch. My cousins hated it. I remember going over to their place, and they were like, Captain Crunch sucks, don't eat it. I don't know anything about Captain Crunch, so I need your help here. I'm going to put this in probably good, because I rate my cereal based on the box art, and the box art looks kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. So you know when you go to the grocery store and you're trying to decide, like, okay, like, what cereal do you want to get when you're like a small kid? The box art matters, right? Like, it really does. Like, I didn't think that the apple cinnamon Cheerios were that good until I was like, my mom just forcibly bought them one day, and then we had to eat them. I'm like, oh, this box is green, like whatever. Pour it in the bowl, and it's like magic in my mouth, right? It's like somebody nutted in my mouth, and I consumed the contents, all the nutrients. Anyways, okay, so over here, you know where this is going, guys. The best cereal of all time, in my opinion, and this is gonna be consistent until I grow old, I think, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I could eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch and nothing but Cinnamon Toast Crunch for weeks on end.
I know it's wrong for me to want to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, considering I'm also Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But ever since my first crunchy, swirly, Cinnadust-covered bite, I can't hide who I am. And the truth is, I don't want to.
Sexual experience in your mouth that you've ever had. It is so good. It's so good. The cinnamon flavor coated around these little like graham square crackers, and like after the Cinnamon Toast Crunch is done, you get that like cinnamon pool at the bottom, and like I have the bowl of milk and I'm just so good, and then I get another bowl and like I keep eating it. It's just, that's what I'm going for here. I'm not going for the most optimal cereal for my best cereal. It's got to taste amazing. Speaking of taste, okay, now you might be wondering, if this is the best cereal of all time list, why is there All Bran? What's it doing here? Okay, now All Bran is an interesting one for me, because I personally think that the flavor of the all brand, the flakes or the buds, either or, it's actually not bad. Like I like it. It's kind of like a little savory something going on in there, and it doesn't have too much sugar. But I think that a cereal that is very adaptable is a good cereal. Okay, like this cereal, you can put in your bananas, you can put in your blueberries, your oatmeal, you can put in whatever you want and mix it in with this all brand. And this is definitely one of those cereals that I would say you can eat dry and have it be pretty nice. But that's just me. You could use it in trail mix, right? Like I think Cheerios also fit that profile sometimes, but all brand does a really good job. And it's high in fiber. It's gonna make you poop. Okay, you take a massive dump. But in terms of putting it, I would put this ahead of Raisin Bran. I would. Okay, now Chex. Chex cereal, specifically Honey Nut Chex, in my opinion, are so... They're interesting. They're interesting because of the texture, right? Because you bite into a Chex, and then like it's kind of like flaky on the inside. So you bite it, it's like, and then it goes through, and then you're tasting it, you're like, huh, and then you get that honey flavor, and it's kind of like airy. It's not as dense as I would like. I'd like it to be a little bit more dense. But other than that, it really carries that honey flavor pretty well. I would say I prefer Honey Nut Chex over Cheerios, just because I like that. I like the way that the texture is. And there's different flavors of Chex, but I'm just going for the Honey Nut. Now cornflakes.
Make no mistake, I want the best in my bowl. I want Kellogg's cornflakes. I want the crunch, that crispy crunch. I want the best in my bowl. I want Kellogg's cornflakes. Give me that crispy, give me that crispy, give me that sunshine taste.
Okay, you know what? Actually, let me do this. Did I put? No, I didn't put it in there. Okay, so you might be wondering why Frosted Flakes isn't here, and it's because I'm a hater. One of my best friends growing up, his name is Harmon. We used to argue about the difference between Frosted Flakes and Corn Flakes. And in my humble opinion, Frosted Flakes are just worst cornflakes. You start off with a preset amount of sugar, right? So you can't adjust it as much. And then, it's essentially like a cornflake. But I'm like, what if I want less sugar this day? What if I want to pair it with fruit, and adding the fruit into the Frosted Flakes makes it worse? And it's like, I don't want Frosted Flakes. I think this is like great. I think this has to go in the S+. S+ because the flakes are very nice, and like even just the corn flavor to it, I do enjoy. And I've had so much experiences with cornflakes. I've eaten them a lot and added different kinds of fruit. The Harvest Crunch, I think, is, and excuse my sniffles, it struggles with texture. It struggles because you're chewing and it feels like you're chewing. And while the flavor is good and it does taste good, this is one of those cereals that I feel like might be better in warm milk. So if you've eaten Harvest Crunch, let me know. I think that warm milk for this cereal actually goes hard. I don't know if you guys knew this about the cereal industry, but I don't know which company started this. Like oat clusters started becoming a big thing. So like making everything a cluster and putting clusters of this and that in your cereal was very popular. And I'm not sure if it was kids or adults or maybe both who liked it, and they started pushing this. It was great.
Crispy, crunchy bunches for breakfast, brunch, and luncheon to fill your bags and totes with honey bunches of oats.
It feels like you get like a little clump of something of like sugar, granulated sugar in there, and then your dopamine goes woo, woo, woo. You're just like, oh, there's like a little sugary bite, and then you start digging in the cereal to like eat all the bites. Fond memories for the taste. I think I could put this right in front of Mini Wheats. Okay, now this was something hilarious. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but this is Minecraft cereal. I don't know how this got printed out, how this got made, but it is hilarious to me that this was a thing, or this is a thing, because I guess there's little creepers inside of it. It's kind of adorable, right? So it's funny. Crave cereal. Okay, I've seen this. I've seen the commercials. The commercials are hilarious, but I've never had it. And it's chocolate filled. Even in donuts, I don't like things filled with creams or jellies. I'll eat them maybe. But this isn't something that I would sit there and go, wow, I can't wait to have my Crave cereal today. Absolutely not. But I think it's probably good. This one was another funny one. It's called Nutter Butter cereal. I just thought the name was hilarious. If anyone's tried this, let me know. I imagine it's not that great.
And Dad?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
What's that?
Oatmeal crisp. You wouldn't like it.
Looks good.
Nah. I mean, look at it. That's oatmeal. I mean, what up with that? Right? And all these chunks of apple. That's a bizarre combination.
Oatmeal crisp. Sure, it's good for you and it's truly delicious, but you won't like it. Does it have
This one, I've been waiting to talk about this one. This cereal to me, and it's the it's so many things, right? It's the commercials, it's the box, it's the everything, right? Because if you look at the oatmeal crisp box, it doesn't really excite you when you're a kid in the grocery store. But these commercials it felt like they were running after every single cartoon. Like I'd finish watching SpongeBob, and then I just get an oatmeal crisp commercial, and it would just be like, oatmeal crisp, you won't like it. And the guy eats the bowl and like eats the cereal. Eats the bowl is crazy. But like eats the cereal, and then he like looks up at the camera, and you know I was kind of a dumb kid, so I didn't understand that in the commercial he was trying to hide the cereal for himself. So I remember when my mom bought the cereal for us, and I was about to eat it. I was like, wait, no, he said I won't like it. I'm not gonna like this. I'm not gonna eat it. And my mom's like, just try it. Like, just try and eat the cereal. And then I ate it, and I was like, that son of a bitch. He was eating it for himself. He didn't want us to eat it. And then I just loved it. Like, oatmeal crisp, that is, I'm gonna be honest, I would put oatmeal crisp above, actually, you know what? No. It's S+ tier. For everything that it's done, the commercial, like, you have the regular oat flavor. You have the berry flavor. I don't think is good, but they also have an almond flavor as well, which is the one that I ate the most because I love almonds. And this next one here, Oreos. Okay, this I don't know what this is. Never had it, but it seems so. I don't even know if I put it in probably good. I think is it wacky? No, it's probably good. Because Oreos on their own don't really taste that good to me, but Oreos with milk taste awesome. So I think that concept in cereal form has to be at least somewhat good. Reese's Puffs. Okay, guys, so you might not know this about me. I'm wiping my face. But I love peanut butter so much. So when I heard that there was a cereal that had peanut butter in it, I was super excited for Reese's Puffs. And chocolate. And the two together, and I started eating it, and I'm like, this tastes amazing. The problem is the puffs are either, I think they're too large or too hard for my teeth, particularly. Right? The texture is like a little, like every time. I would rather, like, if they had Reese's Puffs or Reese's Flakes, or something a little easier, like in squares, I think that I would, man, this would be so close to being multiversal tier. It is so close, but that unfortunately is where Cinnamon Toast Crunch lies. Very good, and in fact, I would put this. This is exactly where it belongs. I don't think it's ahead of Oatmeal Crisp. And Life cereal. Okay. For those of you who don't know, this cereal is actually bomb. The box is kind of mediocre in my opinion. I don't know if it had any commercials. There's no reason why you would look at this in a store and go, I want to get this cereal, but I did end up trying it. I don't remember how, and it was very good. It's like a weaker version of Chex. But would I put it above Cheerios? No, I wouldn't put it above Cheerios. Vector. Okay, so I work out sometimes, right? I work out almost every day. So I like cereal with protein in it. That's pretty freaking badass, okay? And I don't even know if there's much else to say. It has protein in it, which means I can feel like I'm somewhat healthy while I'm eating bowls and bowls and bowls of it, right? Even though that's not how this works. And for the fact alone that it has protein, I'm going to put it in S+ tier. Or like a significant amount. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Mr. T is. But Mr. T was very influential for a period in time. And they made a cereal of this guy.
And Cool's teaming up with a good balanced breakfast.
Teaming up with Mr. T cereal. It's getting on the team that knows how cool breakfast can be. You get a crispy corn taste with a touch of brown sugar. Teaming up with Mr. T.
It's cool.
Not impossible to believe, but I think it's wacky that you just have a black man on a cereal box, right? It's like, what are you supposed to think if you're walking? You see this in a story, like, does this taste like black people? That's like such an awkward thing. Anyway, Now we're here at the very last one. We got Golden Grams. Now this cereal is near and dear to my heart because me and my brother would fight over this cereal in the mornings. It was that bad. He'd be like, "Where's the Golden Grams?" Why my brother eat all the Golden Grams, bro? And I'd be there. I'd be like, "Hey man, like, you woke up late. I ate." You should use that one on your siblings if you have siblings. Woke up late. I ate. Okay, early bird gets the worm. Okay, I was kind of a big asshole. I ate all the cereal all the time, and this was the one that I would hunt for. So good, so good. Anyways, that is it for the cereal tier list. Nice, quick, and easy.
Alright, so maybe you hate cereal or you don't know how to make cereal. Here it is, okay? I'm going to show you step by step how to do it from the bowl to the spoon, okay, straight down to the specifics, okay? So the first thing that we want to avoid, friends, is we want to avoid a terrible spoon. I'm going to show you different examples of a good spoon and a bad spoon. So I'm going to fan these out here, and can you guys pick the big spoon of the bunch? No, you can't, because you're not an expert. So let me show you. Look at this spoon right here. Look at this. Look at this one. This is not a good spoon, okay? Look at the size. It's a very small spoon. Look at it. You can see on the inside, right? It's not very, what is it, concave or convex? The point is, there isn't enough dip to this spoon, okay? When I get into my cereal, I'm just gonna go and get a small bite. I'm not gonna be able to get a lot of milk, so this is absolutely a no-go, right? It does have a bit of a dip, which is nice. The handle is fine, good stuff. I mean, it's okay, but you know, I would never really use the spoon unless I'm really in a pinch. Now this one, it is a bigger spoon, but it's also a terrible spoon for eating cereal. Look at this. Look at how flat this spoon is. Okay, the thing is, you need the dip in the spoon so you're able to get even more milk in with the bites of cereal. So it mixes perfectly. So each bite is just, you know what I'm saying? It's perfect. And now, okay, this is what a cereal spoon looks like. Look at this thing. Look at this. Perfection. Look, nice dip at the bottom. When I go down in the cereal, I get all this milk and it all just scoops up together. It's really great. Okay, so that's it for spoons. Now we're gonna go over some very basic bowl rules, okay? Wooden bowls, don't really have an issue with them, but I do have an issue with wide bowls, okay? Wide bowls, I'm not really eating a cereal, I'm hitting the bottom of the thing and I'm scraping it and I'm just like, why am I doing this? This is ridiculous, okay? This is not a bowl. This is basically a plate that has been caved in. I hate this, I hate this. This, on the other hand, is a bowl, okay? The deeper the bowl, the better you can just get in there and get that real cereal experience. And with the spoon, you can see me getting happy. This is perfection. And here, okay, let's take a look at this bowl. I don't know if you can see that, but we have our ice cubes at the bottom, okay? This isn't a joke, this is reality. Now, this is a little bit more ice, I don't know if you guys can see that, than I would normally put in. I'd put in a little bit less, and I had a lot of theories. People were like, oh, the ice is gonna float, which means that you're gonna get ice cubes everywhere. It's gonna dilute the milk. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. So let's get into this. Let's toast crunch. No, I'm not editing that mistake. I say words. Now guys, something very important. This cereal is not good for me, okay? This is gonna be, sadly, the last time I'm ever gonna eat this because it's just really not a part of my diet. It's really bad in terms of sugar and in terms of health, but in terms of flavor, guys, for this video, I'm making the ultimate sacrifice. Let's open this. We're gonna have a problem, okay? The milk might get too much in there. You know, we're just gonna do just enough. Okay, because, you know, cereal does lift up a little bit, and that, you know what, that's actually fine enough. That's fine enough. I don't need to go crazy with it. I don't need to go crazy. And all I'm gonna do, right, all I'm gonna do is add the milk, okay? And look at this, look at this. Perfection. All these theories about, oh my gosh, the ice cubes are gonna be floating around, yada, 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 boom. Boom. That's it. That's it. Where are the ice cubes? And you might be thinking, why do you keep talking about ice cubes? Because my friends pissed me off and done said all this crazy stuff about ice cubes floating. And look, they're at the bottom. I put the ice cubes at the bottom so they don't get into my bites like that. And then it's just perfect. There's just barely enough milk. I don't want to eat soup, okay? Not really. So there's just enough milk to make it float slightly. If I need more milk, I add if I need it. Let's get into this. Where's the good spoon? Ooh, first bite. Oh man. got that crunch. Alright guys, that is it for the cereal tier list video. This is definitive. Okay, if you have any other opinion, it's wrong. You'll have to debate me on it, but you know, I'm telling you guys what it is. Alright. See you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't. Bye-bye.